Howdy folks, it's your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs with you again for another one of these here episodes of the Hillbilly Hollar. And we're going to take a look at all the matches that went on last week in the Movie Trivia Face-Off Fan League, and we're going to look at the matches coming up next week. So it'll be a good old time. It's going to be a shorter video than usual. As you can see, I ain't in my camp or my super secret clubhouse. I am kind of on the move again on account of, I think the super secret government agencies found me. Those black helicopters ain't no joke. And somehow those freaks over there in that dollhouse and that John Mariano Sandman feller, they went and found me too. So I'm on the move. I'm looking for a new place to settle down, looking for some new digs. So hopefully in a week or two I'll be somewhere a little more semi-permanent. But in the meantime, we still got a show to do, so let's get with it. Early last week, we had another one of them, their round one Movie Trivia Face-Off Singles Tournament matches. And in this one, we seen that alien pod person calling himself Sicario go and defeat the King Slayer, Ishan Bashbay. Now, this was a pretty good match. I would not count out Ishan by any stretch. He still has one of the better records in this league. Later in the week, we had our first match of our doubleheader, and this one was Sandman versus Sandman. And we seen Sandy the Sandman Robinson get defeated by that villainous Sandman John Mariano. And I probably have some more to say on that later. All I'm going to say right now is, one of these days he's going to find out what happens with people building their house on sand. Now this was a stipulation match, so Mr. Robinson had to go change his name. So from here on out, he will no longer be the Sandman. He's going to be referred to as Bruce the Shark. And the second match of this here doubleheader, this is what I have to say. Here's to you, Mr. Robinson. You went and beat that rapster master. Hey, hey, hey. Joking aside, this was a really good match, and it had a little bit of a controversial ending. So if you ain't seen it yet, I would definitely go and check it out. All right. Well, as you can see, we had a lot of fun with those matches last week. That was a pure joy to watch. And you know what? We're going to have another good week coming up. We got two matches coming up. One of them is going to be another one of them singles tournament qualifying matches. And the other one is going to be another singles match. Let's talk about the tournament match first. I got a special surprise for you. In our tournament match this week, we're going to see this Jake Maringoni feller calling himself the Maestro, taking on this Jimmy Derry feller calling himself Hazard. Now this Jake Maringoni Maestro feller, I ain't found anything out about him, which leads me to conclude that he might be another one of these alien pod people, or maybe even a Skrull. This is turning into quite an epidemic around here. Now he'll be taking on this feller named Hazard, and what I can tell you about this Hazard feller is, if you ever hear someone say they ain't seen it, it's this guy. Seems like every other movie trivia question they ask him, that's his response. But he does do some good around here. I can tell you, I have it on authority that he is actually in charge of some of the exhibition matches. So he's doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes. And I also have it on good authority that he might be looking up to join up with some other competitors. Do you folks remember when I said I had a special surprise for you? Well, here it is. Your good friend Hillbilly Scribbs is going to be making his announcing debut in this tournament match this week. So make sure you tune in. Hopefully I won't embarrass myself too much. Hopefully I'll have a lot of coffee to drink on account of I've been spending all my days and nights looking for a new place to stay. But it's going to be a good time. I am really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to you all seeing it. That's right, folks. You heard it. You heard me right. I'm going to be announcing my first match with the Mr. DJ Snacks, and it's going to be a really good time. So y'all make sure you tune in. And the match is going to be pretty good too. All right, let's talk about our other match this week. We're going to have another singles match. The first competitor in this singles match is this fella named Jay Overmyer. He's calling himself the Overtime. And you know what I found out about him is he is from Louisiana. And I got me a cousin in Louisiana. My cousin Remy, he's from southern Louisiana. I ain't seen him in a while. He's always getting in trouble and playing with his cards. People used to say he looked kind of like that John Carter from Mars feller. And for a while here recently, people kept saying he was going to look like that Channing Tatum feller, you know, the Magical Mike. But I ain't really sure who he looks like now. Now, he's going to be going up against our good friend Caramel Mountain. And, you know, I still ain't found out much about Mr. Mountain. But I'm pretty sure he's not an alien pod person. Because, man, have you seen his hair? That stuff is just too darn exquisite. I know the aliens got a bunch of technologies, and I know they're able to do a bunch of cool genetical stuff, but there is no way in God's green earth that anyone, no matter how talented they are or how technological or genetically advanced they are, that they could copy that exquisite hair. Shoot, if this hillbilly had a head of hair like that, you would never see a hat on my head. All right, so that's pretty much everything about the matches coming up this week. But, you know, that's not all. While I got your attention, I also wanted to let you know about a new thing I'm doing. If you got a question for the hillbilly, or if you got a match coming up, or you just need to air some grievances about something or somebody, give me a call. I'm in the process of putting together a secure, untraceable, old school telephone line, so that on account of the black helicopters and the super secret government agencies and those dollhouse weirdos won't be finding me again. But as soon as I get it set up, I will give y'all the number, and you guys can call in, and I'll do my best to answer your questions, or I'll just let you talk about whatever you want to talk about. Yeah, people, you know, probably get tired of listening to me talk all the time, I'm sure. I'm going to be calling this thing the Hillbilly Hotline. And as soon as I finish getting my untraceable phone line set up, I will let you all know, and y'all will be free to call into the show and be a part of it. All right, friends, that's really all that we got of the show this week. So make sure you check out the links below in the description. There should be a link down there to the movie Trivia Face-Off TeePublic store, so you can get you some cool MTFO swag and shirts. There should also be a link to the Schmodown Patreon, so you can become a Movie Trivia Schmodown Patreon. And remember, if you become a Patreon at the $2 level or more each month, you can compete here in the face-off with all of us and have a good time too. And then also there's a link to my YouTube channel. I still do have some hillbilly stuff over there for you, so make sure you take a peek in there from time to time. And there's also a link to my own TeePublic store, where I have some of my hillbilly swag and my hillbilly shirts. And one other thing on a more semi-serious note, on my TeePublic store, for the rest of this year, any purchases you make, any of the profits that come back to your good old hillbilly friend, I'm going to be donating to this place called the St. Baldrick's Foundation. And these fellers and ladies over there, they take all the money that's donated to them and they use it to fund childhood cancer research. So, you know, if you got a little extra money to to throw that way, please do it. They could always use it. You don't even have to you don't even have to buy my shirt. You can just look them up and donate straight to them if you want to. But if you do want to buy one of my shirts or stickers or whatever, or maybe you want to get you a hillbilly pillow to lay on at night, you can get it from my store, and all the money I make is going to go for a good cause. But you guys have a great week, and y'all keep it glorious. Hey there, friends. I almost forgot one thing. Make sure you do like this channel and subscribe to it, so you don't miss any of our matches or any of the Hillbilly Hollar episodes. And I reckon there's probably going to be some more new content coming soon. So make sure you like and subscribe, and hit that little bell dingy icon. That way you'll know when we have some new stuff for you.